BRIZO stands for 5 phases every consolidation passes through: bring data together, reconcile relationships, integrate adjustments, zero group effects, output group financials. 5 letters. 1 sequence. This lesson is the map for the rest of the course. B decides who's actually in the group and gets every entity's data into a shape that can be compared to every other entity's. Same reporting date, same functional currency, same structure. Nothing else can begin until this question of scope and comparability is settled. A confirms that everyone agrees on the shared facts before anyone adjusts anything. The ownership structure is fully mapped, and every balance or transaction between group entities is settled to one agreed version, not left as 2 competing numbers. Integrate means taking the accounting consequences of ownership, what an acquisition cost, what goodwill that implies, what an equity accounted stake looks like, and integrating them into the group picture. These determinations are made at specific points in time and, once made, carried forward. That is what makes I different from a calculation you redo every period. Z removes the effects of the group trading with itself, but unlike I, none of this carries forward. It has to be rebuilt fresh every single period, because what the entities traded with each other this quarter has nothing to do with what they traded last quarter. O is where everything the first 4 phases produced has to actually fit together into one coherent, internally consistent set of group financials. The first point the whole picture is assembled at once, and the last checkpoint before anything gets published. Each phase produces something the next one depends on. Reconciliation only means something once scope is settled. Adjustments only make sense once the facts are reconciled. Eliminations only work once adjustments are in. Output only checks out once everything before it is right. Skip ahead, and you're building on a phase that hasn't finished its job. And for B, R, I, and Z, we'll spend 1 lesson on what each phase decides, and 1 lesson on exactly what breaks when it's skipped. From here, the course turns to the start of the chain, what B actually decides, and just as importantly, what it doesn't.